Still out on Eyewitness News Saturday morning. It's a creative contest for the chance to name a possible future champion. Details of Sagamore's Racing's naming contest. That's coming up. Well, it's a chance to name a thoroughbred and maybe one day a horse known worldwide.
Oh, that's not a bad thing. It's the annual naming contest by Sagamore Racing, and this morning we're joined by Jocelyn Brooks, and she has more on a few of the finalists and some of those names. Jocelyn, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jocelyn.
Good morning.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on. I know there's a few names that we've narrowed it down to. Take us through it.
That's right. We're at the final four of the names right now. So it's the fifth year of the naming contest. Our fans were tasked with submitting a whiskey-themed name, combining our favorite things, Sagamore Racing and Sagamore Spirit. So the final four names are up for vote now through Tuesday night.
And what are those final four names? Let's hear them.
So we've got Boulevardier, which is a little nod to, it's a whiskey cocktail, but it's also Street Sense is the sire of the naming contest horse, so Boulevard, we thought that was a nice submission. We also have Rick House, which is where they store the barrels. We have Master Distiller, which I believe is in the lead right now, and Chill Haze as well.
Master Distiller.
Master Distiller.
That sounds like a winning horse right there. I mean, I want Rick House, but Master Distiller's pretty good.
Wow. You should get
the Master Distiller's the most important role, so if he gets that name, there's a lot of pressure on that horse.
I would think that you should get the vote of the announcers who have to name that horse if it's coming down the stretch. Some of those names are easier to pronounce than others.
Exactly. Master Distiller, though, I like that.
Yeah, Master Distiller might be a mouthful.
Master Distiller. Wow, that's great. So now, how do are folks able to still vote through this evening or so?
They are, so you can just go to SagamoreRacing.com and you can log in and decide which one is your favorite, and we'll announce the winner on our podcast. The winner will actually get a tour of Sagamore Farm, a tour of the new distillery opening next month, and they'll get to become on the Fast Horses Slow Whiskey podcast to talk about how they picked out the name.
Wow, how cool is that?
That is very cool. And the podcast, how do we find out more information about that?
It's also on our website, Sagamore Racing, and you can find it on iTunes. You can subscribe and listen in. We have some really cool guests. Actually, the current one up right now has Bill Raftery talking about the Final Four and March Madness, and it's a really fun topic. And we also talk a lot about the distillery opening, which is happening in about a month, the grand opening weekend. So.
Very cool. Jocelyn, thank you so much for joining us today, and good luck to everybody involved in this. Again, I'm pulling for Rick House, though.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jocelyn, thank you so much. Jocelyn Brooks with Sagamore Racing this morning. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Master Distiller is neat, though. I mean, that's a winning horse right there.
Yeah, that is.
You're looking at the list, and you're like, who's going to win? I mean, Master Distiller sounds pretty good.
It's a winning horse and a winning job. If I had that job.
You better believe it. You and me both. Well, we're nearing the end of Sagamore Farm's naming contest for its new thoroughbred.
That's right, and we're joined this morning by Jocelyn Brooks with more on the Final Four selection. I guess Final Four, that's appropriate for March Madness, and you're kind of incorporating that in your naming competition.
Yes, absolutely. We wanted to tie it in with March Madness and all the excitement and gear some of it towards our naming contest.
Jocelyn, tell us a little bit about this. I'm curious to know, how did this all start 5 years ago?
Oh, you know, I think we have such amazing fans, and they often look at the lineage of the parents and tell us their suggestions and give us really good advice on what we should name the horses. And we thought, let's actually open it up to the fans and get their feedback and give them a horse to root for that got to name. So we've had some cool ones in the past. We had Quoth the Raven, born during the Ravens Super Bowl blackout. The fans named him, which was, yeah, so it's been really fun every year.
So Jocelyn, now first off, I thought that was the horse to be named. It's not. Tell us about that one, and then tell us about the names.
This beautiful girl is Trust More, Love More. She's a 3-year-old filly, and she's been training here at Sagamore. The naming contest horse, fortunately for him, is training in Florida this winter. So he'll be back soon.
Oh, it must be nice for him.
And he'll have a name when he gets back.
Jocelyn.
I know. I kept offering to go down there, but they didn't need me, I guess.
You got the short end of that stick. Tell us real quick, go through the names that we're down to and what we're looking at.
The final four names are Chill Haze, Boulevardier, Master Distiller, and Rick House. Rick's favorite, I know.
That's my favorite. Yes. What do you want to win? I'm curious.
I've got Master Distillers in the lead, but I have my money on Chill Haze. I think my fans are going to come through for me, and Chill Haze is going to win.
Tim, what do you like?
So we actually received over 1,000 names, so it was tough to narrow them all down.
That's a lot.
Wow. Now, my vote's for Master Distiller. Now, how do folks go on and vote?
You can just visit, excuse me, Trustmore. You can visit SagamoreRacing.com. There's a link right there. You can pick which name you like. I think you can vote once every day. Tell your friends to vote. And the winner of the contest will actually get to come on a tour of the farm, a tour of the brand new Sagamore Spirit Distillery opening next month. And they'll come on our podcast, Fast Horses, Slow Whiskey.
I think we're secretly going to try and get into this somehow.
Yeah, no.
We need to get a tour like that.
Yeah, that's very cool. But Jocelyn, thank you so much. Good luck with the names, and I'm glad that your big friend there cooperated with you this morning.
Looks like he loves her, right?
Yeah, she's a good girl.
Oh, excuse me.
Thank you.
Jocelyn, thank you. Have a great day.
You too, thanks.
All right.
Pretty cool.